Hi, Lotus Jawns. We miss you guys. We are here today. I'm here as the artsy John, and
I am the healer John, medical John.
And I am the mom John.
Yeah, we're here today to talk about ways that we stay motivated.
Yes.
Because I know, especially right now with all this like Rona stuff going on and protests and stuff like that, it's really hard to like. Some days it's hard. It's hard to get up. And we want to share some ways that we've been staying motivated throughout all this stuff, despite everything going on. And we hope that it helps you out and you can learn something from it. So, as we always do, we're going to start this video out with a mantra.
Our affirmation.
And this will set the tone for the video. All right, so let's take a deep breath in. Taking time
to pour into myself
keeps me motivated and encouraged.
I am a powerful John.
All right, so let's get into it. Ways that we stay motivated. So we're all going to have like different perspectives because we all do different things. Mm-hmm. Like I'm an artist and I take care of children for a living. Ashley,
I'm a mom and I have to motivate the tribe every day.
Yeah, she's
anything,
a teacher.
Everything.
Yeah,
Malika,
I'm
she's a
full-time
nurse.
student, nurse.
Yeah,
and I've got like half of a business going on.
So we got you covered today. Like we got all aspects. We got all different types of people. So I'll start off by saying ways that I stay motivated is we talked about this in the last episode as well. Is taking care of myself. And, making sure I'm eating healthy, making sure I'm eating enough, because you know how sometimes you get so busy throughout the day that you don't even eat and you're cranky and you're freaking out on people because you're hungry.
Hangry.
Hangry is a real thing.
So I take care of myself. I try to exercise. I do a lot of walking. And I also, every morning before I go to work, if I wake up on time, most times I do. I meditate in the morning just to kind of set the tone for my day and to set intentions on how I want my day to go and what I'm not dealing with that day. So that's always nice. And I also journal in the mornings. I just take the time to just clear my mind and get everything that might be bothering me, some things that I might be excited about. I take the time to do those things, and that kind of gives me a little jolt in myself, and it makes me feel like, you know what, Fiz, you got this. You're
Fiz.
Good. You're doing fine. You got it. And I'm like, all right, since I got it, I'm going to take care of blah, blah, blah. And that leads me to my next thing that keeps me motivated are my lists.
Yes, she's got the list.
I got the list. List, you need a list, you get a list, you get a list, you all get a list.
Thank you.
Addiction to lists ends.
I am. I have a thing for lists and notebooks and planners and things like that. That's how I get
And organizational applications will put some lists down.
Yeah, I'll link some apps that I use to stay organized.
So you want to list your lists.
I'm going to list my list on my list on list on list.
Down below.
List on list. But yeah, I have a book. It's a goal book. It's called The Artist of Life Workbook. It's this girl that I really like. Her name is Lavender. She's and what do you call those people?
She's an influencer.
Sorry. I should know that.
Hey Lavender, what's happening, girl?
Yeah, hey Lavender. She's really good, and I've been using her books for about 3 or 4 years, and I think I started when she started, or the year after. And it kind of just takes you through and you plan your whole year out. You talk about like things that you're letting go of and like setting goals in all areas of your life, like health, like relationships, like career. And you set those goals, and then she has check-ins every month. And you check in and you say how last month went, what you want to do for this month. You get to change your goals because things don't always stay the same. Some things don't work out and you need to move on to a new idea. And she also has daily check-ins. So these are things that you want to make your habits. Like my daily check-in on there is meditate, journal, drink 64 ounces of water, and exercise.
That's a serious list.
64 ounces?
That is what I do. So I check in with that every day, and I sit my book like up on my desk so I know to check in with it at the end of the night. And it just keeps me on, keeps me doing my thing. And I also set certain days for certain things. Like Thursdays is my day to, first, get Lotus Jawns done. We work on Thursdays, guys.
Yeah.
And then I take that to the rest of the day to get like tasks done and stuff like that. And then Saturdays is my cleaning day, and then Sundays is my self-care day where I like take care of myself.
I don't think I have a necessarily that stringent how I motivate myself. No, I think that I'm a little more loose and fluid in my Piscean ways of doing things. I just kind of create space for myself to be motivated. I realize now, especially being a registered nurse in the middle of a pandemic, the beginning of it, I was extremely leery of whether or not it was a real thing, you know. But one, balancing out the fact that I am on the front lines. I have been on the front lines in the midst of all of this. And then I decided to re-enroll in school at the same time. So I'm like knee deep in a master's program. I realized that while the whole world was taking a rest, because the whole world stopped for 2 months and nothing was happening, I still had to continue. Right. So it's like there are no breaks when you're in medicine. The hospital is always open. Weekends, holidays, important events, there's a parade. We are still there, actively working. So I realized for myself, staying motivated involves me looking forward to a future that I have not seen yet. So it's me pouring into what I hope like the outcome will be. Yeah. So it's like, okay, right now this sucks, but if I continue to go forward, you know, at the end of this, when I look back on it, I'll be in a better space. Right. You know, so that's like my level of motivation. Like, yes, you know, and I allow myself to not always have to be on go. So my schedule is very fluctuant. You know, some weeks are really, really long and drawn out and taxing between, and I work nights. So it's like I might work 3 nights in a row, and on the 4th day night, I have no idea what day it is, what time it is, what I was supposed to do, what assignments due, whether or not I called my mom that week, whether or not I paid any of the important bills. You know, I write some of that stuff down, but I allow myself the space and time to just be human, while also trying to balance out, yes, eating food today. Like, did I eat food today, yesterday, or the day before? Did I drink any water? But really, I feel like in the high intensity moments, how I stay motivated is honestly to look forward to a future, you know, an unseen future. It's like, it won't always be this bad. And if we keep pushing through this, by any means necessary, the outcome will always be better, you know? And I feel like that's kind of been my mantra through, whether it's a hard friendship, whether it's a difficult relationship, a difficult job. If I continue to show the universe that I'm putting forth some layer of effort, the outcome will always be in my favor. So I think, yes, the attitude of gratitude is important. Attitude of gratitude, giving myself space and time for self-care. Yes, it's been a stressful day. Let me take a bath. Let me journal. Let me light some incense. Let me, you know, play visualizations in the background. You know, let me turn off all external stimuli and allow myself to have the space and time to just be. You know, I feel like all of those things allow me to have a hard reset to be able to face the difficulties that are out there. Right. You know, as long as I create a safe space for myself, it allows me to have some layer of motivation. But looking for a greater tomorrow is my motivation speech. I might have had this same outfit on for 2 days. It's how I feel. But I know that if I continue to get up, tomorrow will be better. Right.
Yeah. I mean, I think visualizing, like you said, like a greater outcome is a part of staying motivated. That works for me, but not as much as I found that scheduling does. I haven't been so like scheduling things down to like pee breaks, but I realized that the more I got into scheduling my time, I was being more appropriate with my time, especially because I'm always in demand anyway. Like when I am on a pee break, somebody wants me to do something else, and I'm like, no, like, you know, like I have to stick to the schedule. But so I realized that if I put everything on a schedule, even when something does happen, I can kind of like reference it or like, you know, pick back up kind of where I left off. So I know. So recently, I mean, within the last couple of months, I did start to schedule in my self-care time because I realized that was something I was not doing well regularly enough where I felt like you said, I gave my time to just be, gave myself time to just be, and then I show up half-assed everywhere I go. So I feel like scheduling helps keep me motivated because I feel like I know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. when I'm supposed to be doing it. So if I can just get through this, then I can move on to the next thing. And like you said, it's kind of like checking one of those things off on your list. I'm trying to I'm still working on getting the children into loving scheduling as much as I'm coming to love it. Because I mean, we've always had a schedule. Like they go to school, I go to work. We have a schedule, but COVID really challenged that in the last couple of months. I feel like having them in on the scheduling and being able to tell them exactly what's going on, they've been able to get into a better flow of things, and so they know what's up, and it keeps them kind of like they're little. Their concept of time sometimes, especially with the younger ones, can be a little skewed. Like I have to let them know in the morning what day it is, like all the time, and like having things on our schedule that we enjoy and letting them know that there is going to be some free time. It keeps them motivated to do some of the stuff that I need them to do. Right. But it's not like a high priority on their list, like their summer learning activities. That's been one thing, and I don't know about you guys, but I've been rewarding myself, and it's probably not the best thing to do to reward yourself with food.
I mean,
I heard that you're not supposed to do that, but
I feel like
it's been working for me.
I feel like it's the only outlet, because to stay motivated, I agree. Me, I've learned that my life in general is a schedule that is dedicated to entirely to other people. I don't have little people that I take care of, not necessarily a full tribe, but when I go to work, that time frame belongs to everyone else. School, you have to do this assignment, you're at work from this hour to this hour. My schedule belongs to someone else. Like, I don't get to necessarily do that aspect of it. So for me, I'm learning how to just say, no, you need self-care right now. And no, we're going to do it right now. I'm not writing it down on the list.
You have to have flexibility. I feel like even with...
And I guess the wiggle room is I'm not responsible for any other person than myself. So, because I will fill those empty spaces with filling myself with responsibility for more people. It's like, oh, you need help? I got you. Oh, you need me to take you somewhere? No problem. Oh, you need to borrow something? I just add more things that aren't my own self-care. So it's like I'll do a hard stop. Like, no, Leak, it's officially time to fill in the blank. The difficulty with Corona is, I feel like before, to stay motivated or to reward myself was a little bit more easy. It's like, I'll schedule a massage.
Yeah, because there was a variation in what you could do. So, I mean, we have been doing... I had been rewarding myself with other things other than food, but for a while,
outside is a new thing.
Time outside,
and finding new places, like new corners in the outside that you haven't explored before,
where no one else is. It's like, how can you find a secret place of nature that no one else is?
Secret garden. So, we have been I have been rewarding the children with trips like that too, things like that. Something to look forward to. I feel like the hardest person in the house to motivate is the other adult, but that still presents as a challenge. But I feel like personality-wise, he's been motivating himself. So I've been kind of copycatting some of his things.
Well, then, that's how you do that.
Yeah, all right, write down. Got it. So I don't know. What else have you guys been doing to motivate? Self-care has been a major one.
Pouring into myself too. I feel like every now and then it's like, you know what? This is hard, but you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job.
Good.
Or surrounding myself with people.
Talking to yourself, basically.
Who will say that as well. Because I realize I can at times be hard on myself. Like, dang, you did the dishes in 2 days. But knowing that I'm extremely exhausted, you just worked 24 hours back to back at nighttime when you should be sleeping. And you were awake during the daytime when you should be sleeping after working all night. But allowing myself to say, you know what? You took care of 10 people. You did. Like, you poured in, you wiped butt and noses. In a way that other people might not be as willing to. You shook hands with some strangers. You crossed the lines, in the midst of pandemic to take care of people, that the world is afraid to care for.
So you've been a cheerleader too.
Yeah, I was like, you did that, sis. You do that, Yes,
yeah, that's
which helps because I feel like at times I will beat myself down. It's like, dang, you could be doing more. Because you can always feel like you could be doing more.
Yeah,
but to allow yourself the space to be human is a motivation in and of itself.
I feel like what you're saying. So basically, what you're saying is leaning on your support system.
Yes. Tell me I'm awesome.
Yeah. No, I hear that. Yeah. You are awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, you are.
So are you.
Thank you. But tailing
both are very awesome.
Even though you give back all the time. This is like your daily job is to like care for people and do stuff like that. For somebody like me, and same for you, your job is to care for people a lot. I don't do that. Like, I mean, I want to take care of the baby. Yeah, I do. But like, I'm thinking in some ways that I do stay motivated is to kind of do something for somebody else. Like, do something for a friend or do something for my mom or like just try to like plan like a cute little thing for my husband, because it makes you feel good to kind of like do something for somebody else, and you'll just like be like, yeah, you did that, good for you. You get some good loving off of that too.
Look
like,
at that.
So I think giving back and like you said, having the attitude of gratitude because you can't be sad and grateful at the same time. And if you're training your brain to kind of go towards the gratitude side, you'll always have something to smile for. You'll always be motivated. You'll just find good things that are going well in your life.
Find some motivational friends.
Yeah,
Because you might, I'll say you might have a low. Because I feel like maybe not everybody's approach is as pleasant and upbeat as ours. So I'll say, give yourself the human right to not always feel bright and sunshiny.
Right, yeah.
But I'll say if you're feeling at a low point where you're like, you know what, how can I be motivated? How can I work on being positive? Like, one of my favorite books by Rhonda Byrne is The Secret. Yeah. One thing that I do in my own home is I play the same musical selection over and over again. It's a visualization that is like, it's got the duduk as an instrument in the background, and it is calming, and it allows me to feel centered in that peace. So when I am not feeling at my most pleasant, I don't bombard myself with more negative energy.
Yeah, how can I
and if I'm feeling
music?
Yeah, and if I'm feeling down, I also make it a point to like surround myself with people who will lift me up, but to also let the people who are around me know that, hey, right now I'm not feeling as bright and sunshiny. So they'll know to check in on me and to pour more love into me so that I can, strike up that fire of self-motivation.
Yeah. Surround yourself with good people, man. That's excellent.
I do want to touch on the fact that you said that you use visualizations, and that's like, it's a form of music. So using, I'm like, how can we not touch on using music as a way to stay motivated? I don't know about you guys, but after I do my meditation in the morning, which is usually accompanied by some type of guide that I'm usually listening to, either through speaker or on my AirPods. When it's time for me to get up and get grinding and start making the day happen for everybody else, I definitely turn on some other type of music, something to get me
soca.
get me.
I'm cleaning this. Soca.
You and your soca and your calypso.
Yes. What? Gotta clean the house?
My playlist is a little more ratchet than that. Them trap beats get me ready. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I gotta whip up some oatmeal, some French toast in the morning for the kids and whatnot. So I definitely do use music to like help me alter my mood. Very influential.
Yeah, I do the same thing. Like when I wake up in the morning, I put lo-fi on. I listen to lo-fi probably like 75% of the day.
You sure do.
I do, cause I'm always on some like higher shit, and I just need some shit to kind of level me out and just relax. And lo-fi music, that it does that. But then when I'm like cleaning and like I'm trying to get down, I usually listen to like house music or like oldie soul or something, just something to like sing to and dance to, and it always lifts my spirits. And I kind of constantly have music playing because I feel weird without it. I don't like
life
silence.
needs a soundtrack.
Yeah, I need like a soundtrack. But music definitely is a way to lift your spirits, and it's also a way to be in your emotions. Like if you're sad, maybe listen to some sad music and get it out, and like feel that like other people feel the same way that you feel too. Because it's always good to feel like you're not alone. And that's a good thing about having friends and family that you can lean on.
If you don't have any friends, we'll be your friend.
We'll be your friend.
Comment below. Help you feel motivated. We're here for you. If you're looking for a joint,
one of you mentioned end of the day journaling. That is my shit.
Yeah.
I don't write stuff down because I'm afraid somebody's going to read it. I'll tell the universe in an open, honest way. But I'm not writing that down.
I write it down. Because sometimes, like, I know this.
I write down some prayers. That's it. But I'm not writing down my.
That's good too.
It's
well, at the end of the day, journaling for me does help me stay motivated in a way which, like, after I've conquered the day and I can go back and recap it, and I can do this tomorrow. Yeah. If I did it today, and then, like, by the end of the week, you done conquered the week.
Yeah.
Like that one day I thought I was gonna die, I didn't. So clearly I'm doing something right. So I do journal at the end of the day as well. I'm actually been trying to pass that on to the younger ones. So they, like, I bought them their own journals. Their journals are, you know, obviously has illustrations in it. They're coloring in them, but just to get them in, in that mindset, clearing that head before bed. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That rhyme.
I think we touched on a lot of good points.
Yeah, we did.
To do like a quick recap for the people that are watching. Things that we do to keep us motivated. Journal in the morning.
Boom.
Positive affirmation.
Meditation.
Positive self-talk.
Mm-hmm.
Walks.
Music.
Mm-hmm.
Exploring nature. Finding some positive and motivated friends.
Mm-hmm.
We're your friends in case you don't have any.
Making lists.
Quality. Making lists.
Scheduling. Allowing for flexibility.
Yes, allowing for
time
flexibility.
to just be.
Self-care.
I feel like we just should spend a minute just saying self-care into the camera.
Yeah, self-care. Self-care. Yes. And also, if you're feeling not as happy or not as grounded, letting people know so that they can pour into
being
you.
honest about that.
Yes.
With your community. Or us, if you don't have it.
Yes. So, I think this was good.
Yeah, I think that was cool. I hope that you guys got something out of that. I hope that you walk away from this video feeling motivated. Yes, because you are a powerful John.
You are a powerful John. We love you so much. You're so special.
Yes.
You're so important. Yes. You're giving back to your community. We see you there.
Yeah.
We see you trying to be magical. You are magical. Indeed, you're manifesting magic. Look at you. You need you on. Okay.
All right, so let's close out with our affirmation that we started out with. Just to wrap this all up.
Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, so let's take a deep breath. Taking time
to pour into myself
keeps me motivated and encouraged.
I am a powerful John.
All right, peace, y'all. We'll see you next time.